So here we have the Volkswagen T-Roc on a 72 plate. I'm going to start off by hopping inside the car and running through some controls first of all. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the coolant temperature gauge. We then have the rev counter, the speedometer, and the fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see that you've got a trip computer. You can change information that's displayed up here using buttons on the steering wheel for any of these pieces of info. There are other menus available as well, and any of this information can be stored in that central section. You can also customize the layout of the dials completely, should you wish to do that. And you can get back to the beginning again there. And you can see the total miles of the car. They are 9,234. The buttons I was using a moment ago to change the options within that central section are just here. To change the dials themselves is this button. We have stereo controls, which continue on the left-hand side. Cruise control, you can turn on and off from here and then set using these buttons. The button in the middle, if you give that a push once you set cruise control, this car is able to maintain its own distance between itself and the car in front, both speeding up and slowing down automatically depending on the car in front speed. Over in the centre, we then have the main touchscreen for the car. So, firstly, you can see that we've got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how Volkswagen's satellite navigation system works. You can find that on our website and also on our YouTube channel as well. You can come back to the radio just here. You can see we've got FM, DAB radio available. Internet radio. You can make your own playlists under the My Media heading. You can also stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio once, of course, you have paired up your phone. Beneath that, we then have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature by individually pushing these touch sensitive panels or swiping if you wish to, and that's the same for both sides, and the same for the fan speed as well. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in once it enters the car. When you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning's on at the minute, so that's off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain those temperatures, which you can hear it doing. You can override that manually at any time you wish to and put it back on your own settings up here. Just above that screen, we can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. We've got a hazard warning lights, parking sensors we can turn on and off, and this button turns on the autonomous parking. This car is able to park itself, taking control of the steering for you and giving you instructions up here as to what gear you need to be in, and obviously using the parking sensors to brake and accelerate to get yourself into a space. Below that section, we have some storage, 2 USB-C inputs and a 12-volt charging socket just here, and then the 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to call either of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.